Hello, I welcome all the IELTS takers on our YouTube channel Unacademy IELTS. You might already know Unacademy is one of the largest learning platforms in the world, and our IELTS category is growing, it's thriving. You have some of the top educators in the country who are providing world-class content for the IELTS examination. I know why all of you are here. You're here because there is some really important news about your IELTS 2020 examination. Well, there are two important news for that matter. The first one, let's quickly move on to the first one. That is change in the instructions and layout of your listening test, especially the paper-based listening test. Well, what are those changes? If you look at this is a snapshot from the official IELTS website, ielts.org, about the test and the test format section. This has been updated. What does it say? From 4th January 2020, some small changes are being introduced to the instructions and layout of the paper-based listening test. First, we'll be changing the word sections to parts. The paper-based test will now be divided into part 1, 2, 3 and 4. Second, we will be removing the part 1 example. This is something that's slightly huge here, guys. And third, we're also removing the page number references. Okay, so what is happening really? First of all, nothing much, not a very huge change with respect to naming the sections. Instead of calling it section 1, section 2, section 3 and section 4, the 4 recordings, right? They will be called part 1, part 2, part 3 and part 4. I'm telling you this because when you go for your IELTS listening examination and you're unaware, you'll get confused. It's supposed to be part 1. Why is the recording saying listening section 1 and then playing the recording? Why is it saying listening section 2? What is this section and part? Some students are, they're really innocent and then they forget what is happening. They get confused, yes? So that's the first thing that you have to remember. The names are changed. Second thing, before your listening exam starts, there's a sample recording that's played. It's really helpful for you to adjust the volume of the headphones, to see whether your headphones are working or not, and to get adjusted in the environment of the exam, okay? Listening to it, listening to a sample, what kind of recording is being played, and what is a probable answer. That becomes a good starting point for the students to become comfortable in the exam. But that has been done away with. So no more example, no more test run, just starting quickly with the main recording. So now in January and in the coming few months, okay, when you're going to give your listening examination, the moment you start hearing something, the moment you start hearing a recording, just quickly look at your questions and start answering, because it's not a sample, it's your actual question. All right? Then, thirdly, not so significant one, just the removal of page number references. So where it's written page number 1, page number 2, that reference will no longer be available. But the content of the listening test will remain the same. So I heard a lot of students getting confused, they were asking me, ma'am, what are the new changes? What will happen? Are they removing the listening test? Are they changing the listening test? No. This video is just to clarify all the common doubts and all the common confusions that people have. Nothing is going to change with respect to content, just the format a little bit, just the naming, So, name of the section, it'll be called part. The first example recording will not be played. Page numbers will not be there on your question paper. Simple. Now, that is your news number 1. What is news number 2? Any guesses? I see some of the students are here already. Hi Mubarak, hi Akriti, hi Anirudh, how are you guys? Just comment in the live section, okay? Comment in the live chat, ask me whatever doubts and questions you have and say hello to me. Let me just refresh this. Yes, Aman. Yes, Priya, ask me a question. Ma'am, if my English is medium, can I score good after preparing for 3 months on Unacademy? And Anirudh asking me a question, ma'am, how to practice speaking interview? Okay. So first I'll answer you, Anirudh. Anirudh, to practice the speaking interviews, you have to come join Unacademy. Use my referral code AAYUSHI because students who use my referral code get personal speaking interviews with me over call because I feel that is really essential to improve your speaking. Secondly, yes, Priya, if your English is medium, yes, a 3 month time period is good enough time period. There are a lot of educators on Unacademy. We provide excellent content. And if you're someone who is at high school level English, the English level is medium, yes, you will do good in approximately 3 to 6 months. Some people will become perfect in 3 months. Some people will take a bit more time and approximately 6 months. I'll come back to your doubts at the later part of the class. Now let's quickly understand what is news number 2. Well, some of you are already aware about this, some of you very ignorant. Yes, don't worry, here I am. Ielts generally updates the list of topics that will form the basis of your questions in the speaking exam, especially in your speaking part 1 and speaking part 2. And this is generally done every 4 months in January, May, and September. And what month is going on right now? January. So all the people who will be giving the exam from January 2020 to April 2020 should make themselves familiarize with the new updated list of topics. Again, let me make it myself very clear here. No one can guarantee you 100% same questions from that list, but there's a very good 50% chance that your questions will be from this updated list. Let's take a quick look on some of the questions for you. These are some updated part 1 questions on familiar topics. Some new topics are added here. You could be asked a question on tiredness. What do you do when you feel tired? How do you, what are the methods that you use to relax yourself? Or do you like makeup? Would you buy costly makeup or are you happy with drugstore makeup? And regular questions on your work and studies. Do you enjoy running? When was the last time you took a long run? These are some of the common topics for part 1. For more topics, come join us on Unacademy, follow this channel, subscribe this channel, press the bell icon so that you don't miss any of the important classes from Unacademy Ielts YouTube channel, and install the Unacademy app. There's a lot of amazing content there. I'll talk about that in the later part of the class. And then here are some of the expected cue card topics. That means you're speaking part 2 topics that could come if you're giving the IELTS examination between January 2020 to April 2020. Yes, Priya, I am the best teacher. What my referral code? Okay, Priya, I'll talk about it. Just hang on a sec, Priya, and thank you for being so kind. Topics like talk about your favorite female leader or talk about a female leader that you're inspired by. Describe a photograph or a picture in your home. Artificial intelligence, small business, reading and writing. Talk about a person you think has interesting ideas. Occasion, first time you admired the sky. Some abstract topics, some very particular ones, but a long list of updated new topics. Again, you'll find the entire list on Unacademy. There have been a lot of special classes. So special classes are basically the free classes that we take on Unacademy. Again, you will find the rest of the topics there. Now, those of you who still don't know what Unacademy is one of the largest educational platforms in this world. Here at Unacademy, we have the motto to provide accessible and affordable education to as many students for as many exams as we can. And there are a lot of educators, verified and experts in their fields. So you will be in right hand and you'll be under proper guidance. Trust us, join Unacademy and Let's crack it. That's what our motto is, guys. So yes, install Unacademy if you still haven't. You can find the Unacademy Learning app on Play Store and on Apple Store. The subscriptions on Unacademy are divided in according to the time durations. So first of all, there are special classes, that means the free classes. And even in the free classes, we cover a lot of content. Secondly, there are extended courses. And to attend those courses, to complete your entire syllabus and to make sure that all of your doubts are being cleared. We have regular doubt clearing classes, online classes. If you miss a class, you can of course watch the offline version of the class. You can download the PDFs, download the notes, and play the classes on repeat as much as you can in the comfort of your home or at your workplace. A 1 month subscription on Unacademy costs 2,700 rupees only. But here's a little twist. If you use my referral code AAYUSHI, so Priya, this was your question, right? Referral code is something that helps you get a 10% off. Using my referral code AAYUSHI will get you all the benefits of Unacademy and additional 10% off. So 1 month subscription will be for 2,430 rupees only. Now, if you're looking for a subscription that's for a period longer than 1 month, then additional benefits. First, use my referral code, get 10% off. Then, also add some credits. Credits are the points that you get upon watching videos on Unacademy. So come join Unacademy, watch a lot of free videos, collect many credit points or these coins. Use these to get additional 10% off. So a total 20% off. 3 month subscription that's for 6,750 rupees will cost you only 5,460 rupees. Sorry, 5,468 rupees if you're using my referral code AAYUSHI and if you're using your credits. So yes, there are a lot of amazing educators on Unacademy. Come explore it and come follow this YouTube channel because you don't want to miss on very important content. The purpose of this class was to make sure that first, you're not confused when you go directly to your listening examination and you experience a change in the language or a little bit change in the instructions and the pattern. So I hope you will not be confused any longer. Intention number 2 was to make you aware about the new and current topics so that you have more topics to prepare and you're ready for whatever comes into your exam. Let me give you a small look at what Unacademy is. It's a very interactive app, a lot of things happening there. So, a lot of educators, many courses divided by topics. Yes, look at the number of educators. Everybody is amazing. And courses on Ielts divided by categories and topics. Then we have a lot of upcoming courses. We cover everything from speaking, writing, listening, reading. And then, of course, you can choose the subscription that you want, interact with a lot of other students, get study material, get personal guidance, doubt clearing sessions, and a lot of one-on-one interaction with your educators and guides. Everybody is verified and an expert in the field. So I'll see you next time. If you have any other doubts, let me just quickly look at the comment section and try to respond to as many doubts as possible. Yes, Tanu, how are you? Okay, Priya, no doubts? Okay, guys. Good night. Bye-bye.